Welcome to this month's episode of Chamber TV. Today we'll talk with Daryl Glick from Dale Carnegie Training about effective communication in the workplace. Jill Hermes from the Hood College Career Center will also join us to discuss the benefits of hosting interns. Our third season continues with episode 27, hosted by Lauren Hagan and Joe Porpiglia.
Welcome to episode 27. I'm Lauren Hagan here with my co-host Joe Porpiglia.
Well, welcome everyone. Here we are at the Chamber Studio, which I've got to say, you're really starting to upgrade things. Ethan Allen provided this great furniture, and we've got this floral arrangement donated by A Bloom.
Yes, it's beautiful. And if you're watching online, that means you've already found our YouTube channel. You can also see photos, videos, and more on our Tumblr blog at frederickchamber.tv.
I do miss the desk, though, because I like to hide
I
this.
miss the desk,
Okay.
but you know.
Anyway, let's move on to our community blog, Positively Frederick. If you have something that's occurred, something positive that's happened in the Frederick community, please take a look and let us know so we can put it on our blog.
Absolutely. This month's post is submitted by Liza Hawkins, a member of the Leadership Frederick County Marketing Committee. And this past October, LFC partook in Month of Caring, Leadership Frederick Cares Month. Want to tell us more about that, Joe?
Absolutely. Well, that's what it says I should do right here.
You should do
so,
that.
Yes, okay. Well, this month of caring was designated to catalog how many hours the volunteers of LFC gave to the Frederick community. So from October 1st through October 31st, they went ahead and logged all their activities.
It came out to about 801 hours, and some of the places that they volunteered at were Oktoberfest, nonprofit board meetings, working in our schools. We also learned that graduates just spend a phenomenal amount of time giving back to the community and helping make Frederick County a better place to live.
And the great part about it is they really enjoyed what they did, and that's what really makes it special. So if you'd like to read more about this month of caring, and most importantly, read the story and see a picture, I guess, of the group, go to positivelyfrederick.org and take a look. Plus, I believe you're going to post the link on our blog for the Chamber TV.
It will be there, frederickchamber.tv.
Great.
That moves us right over to our Frederick factoids. For those of you who like to impress your friends at local networking events.
Is that what we do at the Frederick Factoid?
That's what we usually do.
Okay.
If you want to impress people, you have a Frederick factoid to come out.
All right,
Show
well,
off.
President's Day is February 18th, and Frederick has a lot of history with past presidents.
They do. In 1942, President Franklin Roosevelt created a retreat in the Catoctin Mountains near Thurmont called Shangri-La.
And I wish they had kept that name, because it's a lot better than the current name, which of course is Camp David. And Frederick has been used as a getaway for all presidents since Roosevelt.
Yeah, Frederick has hosted presidents even before Camp David was built. Presidents George Washington and Andrew Jackson both stayed in Frederick.
So that's this month's factoid.
Stay tuned for our special guest, Daryl Glick, who will chat with us about communication techniques in the workplace.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 27 of Chamber TV. Refreshments for our live studio audience were provided by Boston Market.
Well, welcome back. And as you know, communicating with people can be challenging, especially in the workplace, where we have to maintain a manner of professionalism. Well, some of us have to maintain a manner of professionalism while also making our message clear.
Yep. Our first guest is a performance consultant and certified master trainer at Dale Carnegie Training.
Daryl Glick has been with Dale Carnegie for over 20 years and has been in one of the top 15 trainers in the world for the past 6 years. So I'd like to welcome you, Daryl.
Thank you.
Give him a round of applause. Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Great. As you know, an issue found in so many companies is effective communication. So can you tell us why communications can be such a challenge?
There's a lot of different ways that we communicate now. It could be through email, texting, Skyping, instant messaging, and we really lose the message when we do it from that perspective. We just need to get back to face-to-face communication. How many times you've been at your desk and you sent an email to somebody 3 doors down and get angry when they don't respond? Right. So we just need to get up and make personal visits, pick up the phone and call, and just go back to the way it used to be before the computer came around, and we'll really be able to increase the effectiveness of the communication.
That's true. We should Skype when we plan our Chamber TV.
There you go.
Face
Well,
to face.
one or two strategies professionals can use to successfully communicate with other employees, with their employers.
in business, there's actually three ways that we communicate. One is through writing. We just kind of talked about how we shouldn't do that, but really listening. That's a lost art. And not only listen to what people are saying, listen to what they're not saying, and then observe. Your mom always told you it's not what you say, but how you say it. So if we can listen to what's going on, that's one. And then just talk in terms of people's interest. It's a me-generated world right now, and people love to know what's in it for me. So if we can tell them that ahead of time, then we grab their attention a lot quicker, and they stay with us.
Great. So we already know that communication is difficult enough when you're getting along, but when you're not getting along and when there's conflict in the office, can you tell us about how some tips you might have on dealing with conflict in the office?
You trying to tell me something? Really, conflict comes up because people don't know what the conflict is about. So the real idea is to just identify the conflict, figure out what it is, and make sure that the parties are on the same page. Once we've got that, then we go back to the old adage that a challenge well stated is a challenge half solved. So just be able to agree on the conflict, take emotions and opinions and feelings out of it, stick with the facts, and then get a third-party mediator who can be there to just help move things along so we eliminate all those extra elements and go right into the issue.
Okay.
Got some great ideas. Well, listen out there, you may want to pick up your pen right now because I'm going to ask Daryl, if people are looking for more tips, do you have any specific references that they should look up or use?
What do you think?
I'm hoping you'll have some.
I have at least one. Obviously, Mr. Carnegie wrote books, and we just celebrated our 100th anniversary of the book. So How to Win Friends and Influence People is a great way. I'm a personal fan of Harvey Mackay. It's been a while since he's written a book, but a lot of great information is given in his books. If you're looking from a sales perspective, Jeffrey Gitomer is really the guru right now. But my real advice is just look inside yourself and see what have you learned in your life that you can implement, because you can read any books that you want, but you know you better than anybody else. So just follow your own gut instinct and be able to capitalize on your strengths. And then from there, it's a win-win.
Outstanding.
Great. Thank you so much, Daryl, for joining us.
You're welcome.
If you didn't get those references and whatnot, we're going to have all the links and everything you need, the information on the Chamber TV blog. So stay tuned for our next special guest and some member-to-member discounts.
Well, one great benefit of being a member of the Chamber is these exclusive member-to-member discounts. Not only are you saving money, but you really are supporting local businesses.
Yep, and this month we have specials from Madrone's and A Bloom Florists.
Madrone's American Bar and Grill is, my favorite topic. Bar and Grill is offering a 15% discount for your entire bill during lunch.
And this beautiful centerpiece is provided by A Bloom. So if you're in trouble because you forgot Valentine's Day was yesterday, you should probably call A Bloom and get 10% off any in-store purchase.
Fabulous idea. You can find these discounts and many more on our website. Visit frederickchamber.org and click on the red button that says Member-to-Member Coupons. And remember, if you're listening to this, you can print these out for anyone in your organization. All employees of any business that belongs to the Chamber can take advantage of these coupons.
They could and they should. So we'll be right back with our next special guest, Jill Hermes from Hood College.
Are you interested in supporting Chamber TV? Each month an episode sponsor will be recognized during this commercial break. To learn more about promoting your company on Chamber TV, call 301-662-0745.
Well, welcome back. Hood College is right in the heart of Frederick with almost 1,500 undergraduate students that are preparing to come into the workplace.
I just graduated from Hood myself, and I have to say that internships were one of the best things that I could have done while I was there as far as getting experience outside the classroom. So Jill is here. She is going to talk about being an internship coordinator at Hood College and helping students every day with their search and preparation for going into the workforce. She's here today to tell us all about the benefits that hosting an intern can have for your business. So please join me in welcoming Jill.
Well, thank you for joining us, Jill. And we should dive right in. Besides companies having advantages like picking up somebody like Lauren,
right?
Can you give me 3 benefits that businesses get out of working with interns?
Sure. You know, interns can be in so many different settings, whether it's a large corporate environment or a small business or a scientific setting. But no matter what the setting, really, a business can really benefit from the high energy and the fresh perspective that the student intern can bring in, coming straight from the classroom and applying that knowledge in a new way. Another great thing to use an intern to do is to work on a project. Many of us have those projects that we really want to do. We know that it could help us increase revenue and reach out to new people, but we just don't have the resources or manpower to address it. So when you bring in an intern, that is the perfect opportunity to grab that project, put it on their lap, and give them a real sense of task completion, and add that to your list of things you can check off. In addition to that, it's really just a great opportunity to mentor someone and really sow into the life of a student who's going to be out there in the professional world.
I'm glad you mentioned mentoring, because the idea of reverse mentorship has also become sort of a popular idea. The idea that you bring in someone who's younger than you and is mentoring you in some other things that they have a fresh knowledge and fresh perspective on.
Right.
So can you tell us a little bit about reverse mentorship and how it can benefit businesses?
Sure. I think that every time I pick up the phone and talk to somebody requesting an intern, they say, I really need help with my social media. So that is just a really concrete example of something that students bring in that a lot of us more mature people need a little mentoring with. And so just the kind of new skills that are out there, the savvy that's kind of unique to that generation, can really be brought in and just kind of open the minds of the workplace. And really it's a matter of mutual respect, because our students love to go out and just be immersed in a culture, in an office, and take all that in, because those are things that you can't learn in the classroom. So really, I can't think of an example where we've sent an intern out and they haven't really been strongly mentored and also added something to the business. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. Great.
So how do you suggest businesses get the word out about finding interns?
Well, I think the easiest way would be to go to the Hood website, hood.edu, and contact the Hood Career Center, and we will be happy just to talk with you about your specific needs and what specific department within the school might be a really good fit to send an intern out to your place of business.
What's that website? I'm sorry, I missed that.
www.hood.edu.
Thank you.
Another great place that you might find interns is Frederick County Business Roundtable for Education. Our representative executive coordinator, Barbara Haber, might be able to help you with that. So thank you so much, Jill, for joining us.
Thank you, Jill.
Thank you.
Well, that wraps up episode 27 of Chamber TV.
As always, there's lots going on at the Chamber, so make sure you're checking our calendar of events on frederickchamber.org.
And we posted links to all the topics we discussed today on our blog at Frederick Chamber TV.
Thanks for tuning in to episode 27.
This month's show is made possible by the following volunteers and donors.
Sean Morrissey is our announcer.
Kelly is our producer. Change the script.
Kelly Beach is our producer. The furniture was provided by Ethan Allen, and our flowers were provided by A Bloom, as well as Boston Market provided food for our live studio.
Well, thank you to everyone that's here today and enjoying the great food and being able to talk to our guest, and thank you for tuning in.
Join us in the live studio audience when we record our next episode, Friday, March 15th at 1 p.m. Between now and then, we'll see you around town and online at frederickchamber.tv.